Hey good people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Let's look at the Azzaro house today. I've been meaning to do this fragrance review for a long time, but I don't know, keep doing new fragrances. I've been studying it, wearing it for some time, and it's gonna be one flanker from this line, Azzaro's Purom. If you know this one, it's a flanker of this. This is called Nighttime. I did talk about Onyx as well as Elixir, which I also have in my collection here. If you want, you can check them out, the individual review on them. So I'll be doing like a comprehensive whole line talk, like not the Azzaro house, but Azzaro Purom line, because there are 4 fragrances. I would like to tell you which one is good, which one is what, who is it for, but let's focus on the nighttime today. So the inspiration for this video, or rather collecting this whole line, it's, I think I would give kudos to Chris from Scentland. I'll put his channel link below. I really enjoyed his review a lot. He described this very, unique way. He described this as the juice of a vampire, or rather, it smells like blood, stuff like that. Because this kind of darker things really gets me interested, and it's kind of like a very weird, strange fragrance. And I'll show you the presentation, tell you the price, bottle, who is it for, the weather, stuff like that. So the thing is, I have it on paper. Sorry, here. And this one is like the opening. I'll spray it again on this paper just to remind myself, and I'll tell you another fragrance that this fragrance reminds me of. So here goes the box. This one comes in this beautiful darker slash fade towards the silver kind of a box. Kind of nice. It looks very eye-catching, and it is a 100 ml EDT. Also comes in 30 and 50, but to get the best value, get the 100 mils. They are the best value for your buck. Here is the some more information. It's made in France and stuff. Yeah, some batch code and stuff like that. So here's the box, and the bottle is kind of very big. If you can understand, it's as tall as my face, which is big too. Why am I making fun of myself? Here's the Azzaro A, the newer kind of logo, I believe, and it's all engraved. It says Purom. Yes, Azzaro Purom, and bottom you get the name. You don't get the name anywhere else. It says here, it says Azzaro Purom Nighttime. At the bottom, you cannot see it actually. At the back, nothing much. You can see the juice moving. It's not totally dark, and when you hold it against the light, it looks like very nice sort of cool lemonade and stuff, but the juice color is like just see-through, like white, neutral color, and you can get the batch code here. So the cap up top is like this, very nice design to the bottle. I really like this bottle, and I like the color combination. So the cap is sort of like a snug fit, but always remember, value your bottle. Don't take chances. It could be like someone put it like this, right? Like a little bit loose. So when you pick it up, it will just fall and drop and break. So pick it up, open it. Nice plastic, but light sort of a cap, but spray works all right. So let's spray on the paper, and I'll tell you about the opening top notes. So the distribution is not that great, to be honest. It shoots out like, it looks like it's broken, because it just boom, it explodes right in the opening. If it's sprayed like laser, it will be much better, but you don't need so much of this. Okay, so let that settle down for a while. I'll talk about the dry down. This fragrance has few good things and few bad things. Who is it for? I think it's for men, mostly for men. Ladies, you can dig it sometimes if you like weird fragrances, but it's mostly for men. Purom means usually for men. Second thing is the weather. I think it's a cold weather scent. Definitely don't try to pull this off in the hotter time. You'll definitely choke to death. At age-wise, anyone can wear this. That's my sentiment, because I can sniff the freshness. It has some sort of freshness, some soapiness, some fruitiness to it, and it's not so much barbershop or not so much old school. I think anyone can wear it. Any age can wear it. It's fine. And the time to wear it is the night time. The name itself. How many sprays? I would suggest go not liberal, minimalist with this. Go one on the chest, put on your clothes, and maybe go one on the back of your neck, nowhere near your nose. Maybe wear it in the arm. Okay, there's a reason for it. This is very strong and potent juice, and it can really disturb you and bother you if it's somewhere here. Okay, it sometimes causes breathing difficulty if you go in the warm sort of a environment. Okay, that's out. What does it smell like? First of all, it has a synthetic vibe to it. This is a synthetic fragrance. All of them in this lineup, most Azzaros are sort of synthetic. So if you do not like synthetic fragrances, but you just want a little bit more quality, I think you can avoid this. It's not for people who do not like synthetic, do not enjoy synthetic. Do you want more natural scent? I think you should pay like $30, $40 more, get more natural smelling fragrance. These are for people already have a like they have a budget on mind. Like let's say you are I'm not saying just for these people, but imagine you are a night shift security working for security for a mall. Just imagine Paul Bird, the mall cop. Then you're having night shift and it's cold, and you're having this nice overcoat, jacket, and whatnot just to keep you warm. And you don't want to spend so much money because you're living in States or Canada. Most of it, like more than half of the year, it's cold. So if you're living in the cold countries, you don't want to spend so much money. You just have $20 to $30 budget. You can absolutely invest in this kind of fragrances. This one does come with very good performance. So this one smells like up top a bit of orangey. Now that it settles down, it smells very fresh. First of all, it smells like soapy fresh, but sort of like a lemon slash orange, and the rhubarb note. It's sort of like a very interesting, almost feels like a summer scent because it's fruity, but it's not. The dry down goes in a different direction. In the mead, what you get with this is I think I start getting the licorice, which reminds me of another fragrance from Azzaro, which is Decibel. I'll talk about it in a bit. So that's where the licorice note, it's very interesting because licorice, it's something you cannot wear that note in the hot summer days. So it opens up very interesting and then goes in a different direction. It's like wrong turn, but in the right direction. Well, never mind. So yes, cold weather scent definitely, and the base, no, in the mead you also get some sort of pepper and nutmeg, which gives it a spicy kick. So it's like a fruity, sort of like absinthe, sort of a, I don't know why I get absinthe. Maybe there's some feel to like some fruitiness, some maybe vodka, I don't know, something maybe smells like vodka sometimes. And the pepper cake, and the base you get some sort of vetiver, and then I would say a bit of oak moss feel, like green feel, and some woodiness to it, but not so much barbershop that you get from the original Azzaro Sporum. There's no barbershop tendency in this. This, it's a very weird scent. Let me tell you, not everybody's gonna understand or appreciate. Some people may be scared of by this. Okay. Chris told, imagine a vampire is sitting on the end of the bar, smelling very weird and sipping on his, drink, some weird drink, some dark drink, and thinking of his next victim, something like that, like a night out of a vampire. And I can almost see that. It has that weirdness that is, I also get in Decibel. Decibel has the note of licorice, which I think they make very, very close buddies on the dry down. This one also has a soapiness, it has the licorice, but it's way sweeter than this. Okay, so this is a bit of toned down version of this. So if you think of Halloween, like a Christmas time, if you like horror movies, bit of spooky time, I think this is great for that, both of them. But this is much more daring than this. This is much more safely played. But the Decibel, like, believe it or not, I like this scent a lot. It's a very nice, it almost reminds me of Lolita Lempicka. In colder weather, it's amazing. It's long-lasting beast. So aspects you get from this: fruity, soapy, clean, and little bit synthetic vibe from it, and also the bit of lavender feel of it in the mead, but you get that licorice as well. So it's a very weird kind of a scent. And if you love those notes, you can definitely check it out. I think it's an hidden gem for people who love their designers, who love their Azzaros, who love to buy something on budget. And this is a good budget fragrance. It's a solid budget fragrance. And for the $20, people shouldn't complain for the quality they get in this or any of those Azzaros, as a matter of fact. Azzaro is a very underrated house. It's not maybe the top tier designer like Dior and Chanel or Guerlain, but this definitely is a solid house. You get much, much worse houses who produce much more horrible fragrances. So give it a try. It's a try. It's not a must buy. Many people will hate this scent because of its weirdness. It's a weird scent. So for the scent, I'll give this like 7 out of 10. Longevity, I'll give it like 9.5. Projection, it's a beast mode. It's a very beast mode projection. So it's a 9 for projection. Versatility, like 3, because you cannot wear this in the hot weather, only in the cold weather. Compliments, you might pick up compliments because ladies, I heard, they love it. I never really wore it that much outside in the hot time. I'll wear this in the winter time, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna get people confused. They never smell anything like it. It's very unique. So uniqueness factor very high, 7 to 8. No, let's say 8. What else? The scent for it, as I told you already, 7. I think yes. So overall remark on this fragrance, I had high expectation because nighttime I wanted much more darker, I wanted much more heavier, like maybe oud or leather. There is maybe leather in this because the decibel does have leather, but it's more on the fruity side. If you remember, if you understand like sort of like absinthe, vodka, if you know those notes, and then imagine like someone is like wearing very tiny bit of leather around them, like a belt or something, maybe not much of leather. So yes, it's a nice different take on a nighttime cold weather fragrance, and I kind of like it, but it's not my absolute favorite. What I really like from this line is the Onyx. I really love this. If you haven't got your nose to this, get it. And even the Elixir and these, they're kind of similar in nature. Elixir is a little bit more fruity. It has much more sweetness to it. It's almost like a David of Hot Water or Gerius Rouge, like from the Givenchy line. If you love those, you can try this out. But this one, overall remark, I'll give this 7 out of 10. For the performance, awesome, but smell wise, it won't work for everyone. But check it out, it's a different take from the Azzaro's house. It's not bad at all. Alright, so take care. Let me know how you liked it and what's your experience with this if you ever experienced it. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh.